Rock the Ripple. Rock the Ripple. The Rock the Ripple podcast with Narita McInnes.
Let's do this. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Rock the Ripple podcast. I'm your host, Narita McInnes. It is awesome to be here with you as always. And it is the show where I take a sticky note and I jam on that, and whatever flows through, we chat about together. And, you just never know what's going to come through. So I'm just going to go straight to the sticky note for today. And it reads, anger is good for healing. When we repress, we block it and we push it down. It needs to be processed. Trauma, boundaries, repressed anger. So I was listening to a few different podcasts over the weekend, and I think this is where this sort of sparked this idea for a sticky note. So it's a recent sticky note that I wrote down, but it's one that obviously is something that I've thought about quite a lot along the way. And it is because when we repress any emotion, anger especially, but any emotion, we're not allowing for it to flow through us. And it gets stuck, it gets stagnant. And just because we don't think about it, or if we don't know it's there, doesn't mean it's not affecting our life. And so I think anger itself, when we get angry at something, when we crack the shits at something, or we have that expression coming up to the surface, it is showing us that there is something there for us to look at and something there for us to be healed. And when we do that, we honor ourselves. We honor ourselves and we honor our truth by saying, okay, I am getting really angry here. What is underneath that? And that is why I'm so passionate about doing the inner work, because we can't always see or understand what's happening to us in a given moment. We may be reacting and responding in the only way we know how, because that's how we've responded and shown up before throughout our whole life. And that's the only way that we know, because that's what we've done to survive. Or we may have had some really tough things happen, some trauma in our lives that we haven't looked at, or that we don't know that's there, that is creating patterns, that has created patterns and programming in our life in the way that we show up in the world. So when we have anger bubbling up, when we have deep sadness bubbling up, when we have fear bubbling up, that isn't fear in the sense that isn't really, I guess you could say in inverted commas, valid in that moment, but it is bringing up that sense of fear. It is there for us to look at and to heal, because if we don't do anything with it, then it's this sort of scattered emotion that we're not really understanding. And if part of our path is to get to know ourselves better, then know thyself, as they say, then those things are there to serve us. And even though we may have had some pretty shitty times and some pretty tough times that have, and experiences that we've gone through in our lives, those things, whatever they have brought out in us, it's up to us to look at so that we can clear and transmute what we need to, so we can be all that we came here to be. If that's what we want to do, if we want to align with the frequency of our highest potential, which in other words is simply be our best self. And the thing is, we're all on this journey of life, and we will have different things come up along the way. We can't say that we are totally healed in 5 minutes, because there might be lifetimes of stuff that we've got to release. And when we're doing that work, we're honoring all parts of us and our ancestral line and all that sort of stuff when we do the work. So if you're someone who is doing the inner work, you are not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everything that you're connected to. And the thing is, you might have your soul family, you might have your ancestral line, but ultimately, big picture, you're helping the entire collective when you do this work on yourself. And this work isn't always fun. And I say it so many times, it can be gritty, it can be messy, it can be tough, because we've got to look at the stuff that has been painful. I mean, it's easy to look at the stuff that is smooth sailing, but the gritty stuff, that's the stuff that helps us transform. It's like, how do you form a diamond? It's all the stuff piling up on top of each other, and then this diamond compresses and comes out. That is definitely not the scientific way of explaining it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, none of us here walking this planet right now are trauma-free or have got all of our shit together. There's stuff that we're all working on whatever level we're working on it at. And so when anger comes up, or when those sort of things come up, it's there for us to look at, for us to do the work, and to give love to it, and to not judge ourselves for being angry, to just look at it with curiosity and go, why am I feeling so angry? What is this about? And sometimes you're not going to work it out on your own. And that's when seeing a healer or a practitioner or someone trusted that that you can express yourself with, to help you uncover the blind spots that you can't see, is so powerful. And, there's heaps that you can do yourself if that's where you want to start. You write a letter to yourself, you meditate, you just get out in nature, or you speak to a trusted friend, or you book in with a healer. Like I said, it's up to you how you want to walk the path. And if you've suffered from some deep trauma, which is the dark, tough stuff, there are people out there that you can connect with who can help you as well. If you're a survivor of something pretty horrific, there are people that you can connect with and discuss things with there as well. And the thing is, life, like I said, it's a journey. And I know not everyone loves that word, but it is. How else do you describe it? We're walking this path of this life together as a team, but on our own individual journey along the way. So when it comes down to it, each of us have the responsibility to look within and do the work on ourselves if we choose to. If we choose to, we've got choice. If we don't want to do that, if we're not here to do the work, if that doesn't resonate with us, then that's fine as well. There's no rules here. There's no rules. Ultimately, it's up to you to do what feels right for you. And I guess if we're here, if we're chatting to each other now, clearly we're on the same frequency at some level. And I feel like the people that I work with, you and I both know that what it comes down to is what we choose for us to do in any given moment. If we want to look at that stuff that's bubbling up, the thing is, we can look at things and be the observer, we can be the victim, or we can be the survivor. It's up to us where we want to play the game of life. And the thing is, we've been all three of those along the way. We've been the victim, we've been the survivor, we've been the perpetrator. And when I say perpetrator, I mean we're the person causing the issue for the other person. That doesn't mean you're doing something completely nasty, but maybe you could be unknowingly being a pain in the ass to someone, and that's triggering them. And we've been all of those things, perhaps in this lifetime and many lifetimes. So none of us are free from being not perfect. I mean, that's not the word I was looking for, but we've all done these things. We've all experienced things on so many levels. And the thing is, so many of us, we want to heal. We want to do the work. We want to see humanity thrive. We want to raise our vibration. We want to step into the highest version of us. We want to be all that we came here to be. And part of that process, unfortunately or fortunately, is looking at the dark stuff, looking at the tough stuff, looking at the anger that comes up, looking at the emotions that come up and honoring them. I may have said this in another podcast before, but when we raise our vibration, it's not just about thinking positive and everything is all airy-fairy. It's not that at all. When we raise our vibration, there is a very good chance, probably 100% chance, I'd say 99%, 100% chance that shit is going to come up, because when you're raising in consciousness, when you're raising your vibration, when you're stepping into a higher version of you, you will have stuff come up that needs to be healed, that needs to be looked at. That's all part of it, because you can't take that old energy with you to where you're headed. So quite often when you're doing this work, when you're set yourself a goal to be all that you came here to be and to step into that frequency, that stuff will come up so that you can shed it, so you can honor it, so you can give it love, so you can let go, so you can let out that anger. And if there's anger there, just let it out. Rage and scream into a pillow, whatever you need to do. See a kinesiologist to help release it. And underneath, you'll often find that underneath that anger is deep sadness, and a sadness that needs to be loved and given love to. And that's the thing. There's so much of our walking our path is honoring who we are in any given moment, honoring the process and honoring how we show up and being kind to ourselves and remembering to have fun along the way and to bring the joy, to laugh, to not always take yourself so seriously and just be in the moment. And sometimes it can be hard for us to be in the moment when we're worrying about what happened in the past or worrying about what might happen in the future, when really, at the end of the day, the only moment that ever exists is now and now and now. It's the only time. And so we're creating from this time. And then we get to choose, do we want to take the old stories, the old baggage and everything that was from the past with us into the future? Or do we want to honor whatever's coming up in that moment and let it go, so that when we step into our next now moment and our next now moment after that, we are a more full, whole version of ourselves. We've brought all our parts back together. We've stepped into the fullness of all that we are as we shed and let go of what is no longer serving us. So, it really is up to us. And that's why I think this sticky note for today about anger being good for healing, because it's showing you there's something there to be healed. And like I said before, just to not judge it and to actually give yourself love for honoring it and seeing it and being able to take the steps to transmute it, give it love, whatever, like I said before, again, it's whatever it needs. Because ultimately you're exactly where you need to be, and you get to choose from this moment how you want to show up next moment, in the next moment. How you want your future to look like is based on your present. And so that's why when people say be in the now, that's what that's all about. Choose to be how you want to be in this moment. I choose to be the person who's let go of those old limiting beliefs and given myself love and honored myself for the things that I wish I could change, but I can't, the circumstances that happen to me that I can't change, but I give myself love. I honor the anger that has come up for that, because that anger was absolutely needed and absolutely warranted for whatever it was you went through, and you honor it and you acknowledge it and you give it love, and then you can let it go and you can allow yourself to then step into the next moment, having let go and given love to what has been presented to you in order to be healed. So, yeah, I really hope this little episode about the sticky note around anger and just letting go of what is no longer serving us and giving love to what comes up along the way, and to not judge ourselves, and to just be in the moment and to just allow what needs to come up to surface so that we can do what we need to with it in that moment. I hope that's helped in some way, or given you something to think about, or sparked an idea or an insight within you. And Thank you, as always, for being here and being part of this chin wag with me. As always, if you want to catch up and connect with me, you can do so over at Instagram at Narita McInnes or on my website at naritamckinnis.com. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, that is where I share everything that comes up each week. So if you don't want to miss a thing, that's the best place to be. So I will link that in the show notes and the description of this audio and video if you're watching as well. So if you like this video and you're watching it video style, give it a like and a subscribe and share it with people if you think that will be helpful for them as well. And as always, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to catching up with you next time.